Hey, it's the second time I've done this video. Why not, right? Let's do it 2 or 3 more times. We're going to talk about Starlink today. Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Hope everybody's doing well today. Starlink Philippines. How much is it? Is it worth it? Should you get it? Is it something that you could really depend on? Is it something that you know that you particularly need? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you some alternatives than buying Starlink. Why waste your money on Starlink? I'm going to give you some alternatives. Actually, probably save you the money. And it saves you the money, gives you more money in the bank for umph. All right, we got a Starlink Philippines. It's $700 to purchase, and then you give you a 30-day trial. In 30 days, the speeds vary anywhere from 90 megabytes of speed to 160, and it's on the average here. And is it worth it? Before I go in detail and talk about that, I'm going to talk about all the other companies that's in my area, prices and speeds, so you guys have an idea. If you're in Mindinao and you're coming to Mindinao, sometimes you want to say, okay, what can I buy? So you have to check around locally. There's many satellite companies that's in little cubby holes that you don't really think about. There's many satellite companies that actually do a good job at carry fiber now. There's many satellite companies coming out of Hong Kong that are actually getting fiber through Hong Kong and using their units. And of course, there's servers all over the areas now, and they are powered by solar, so you don't have to worry about it. So solar is available. Omer's here. And so you have to really think about it. So Converge starts at $20 to $100 a month. Speeds vary on Converge. It runs anywhere from 20 megabytes of speed to 30 megabytes of speed. And so it's a pretty good company. Now this company comes out of Cebu, and they're all over the Philippines, but it does fiber. And so they're fairly good. PLDT. PLDT is probably, I would say, the worst company in the world. Some people will tell me I'm wrong. From my experience, it is the worst company that ever presented fiber or anything else. They are so messed up at PLDT that they don't even know which way is left and right. They'll send you a bill that you paid, and they say it's due. So, but anyway, PLDT runs about $20 to $120 a month. Is it worth getting it? Not for me. PLDT prices vary depending on what kind of plan you get, and speeds vary anywhere from 100 to 200. You can get it down to 30 megabytes of speed up to 200 megabytes of speed, no more than that. And it's down more than up. It's down more than it's up. In fact, it's down 99% of the time, and you'll find yourself fighting. We would pay a month, and it'd be on a week, and I paid for the full month. They don't give you credit. You have to pay it whether it works or not. Oh, sir, we adjusted your bill. Right, they don't give you any credit, and they will not. All right, Globe is the next one on my list. $20 to $80 a month. Same thing, has fiber. Great company to deal with. You have it, it's one of the better companies. Speeds on that will run, depending on what plan you have, it does go up to 100, 200 megabytes of speed, and you do get coverage. And it's up and down also. In fact, it's off quite a bit. You can actually use it, but it's off more sometimes than it's on. But it's better than PLDT. So PLDT, Globe, and Converge. Hong Kong, there's a company called Hong Kong Fiber. Runs about $30 a month. Speeds are 5 to 10 megabytes up and down. That's it. It's fiber. But it's a local company that you can use, and you can check it out. Now there's many Sky Cable, Sky Network, Dish Network. There's many satellite companies out there that come out of Indonesia that are good. They're fair, and you can get fiber through them. But sometimes they're like anybody else, up and down, on and off. And I'm going to tell you some good ones. We're getting close to some good ones I'm getting ready to tell you. Another one that we have that I want to talk about is a Gomo. It's a data-oriented company. You use data on your phone. You pay anywhere from $7 to $10 a load. It gives you 30 gigabytes of speed, and the speed on that runs about 5 to 7 up and down, and it's consistent. And it's just wireless data, and it works fairly good. And we use that on the road. When we're out and about, we use that data. And 30 gigabytes, you don't run through that really fast. They have other plans, but Gomo is really good. It's backed by Globe, and it really does a good job with that. Like I said, there are good companies out there, and this is one of them. I would recommend Gomo if you're up and down the road traveling around. And they do have accessibility in the States. You can have international there in the States. It is roaming, but you can use it. I've used it in the States, and it works very well. In fact, better than what I had with T-Mobile. All right, is it worth it? Yes. So here we're going to talk about the one that I like. It's J&J Fiber. It's a company in town that we use. The good thing that he does, he switches between Converge, PLDT, Globe, Hong Kong, Sky Cable, Sky whatever, all the companies that you want. There's a cable company out of Davao. Okay. A company out of Davao that they have, and he switches with all of them. So you pick up the phone and say, hey, by the way, my internet's down. No worries, Tom, I got you covered. He switches to PLDT. If it's not working, he goes to Globe. If it's not working, he goes to Converge. If it's not working, he goes to someone else. So we always have internet 24/7. Pick up the phone. Hey, it's not working. I'll send a guy out. It's 9 p.m. Okay, no worries. They are USA attitude based. Customer service comes number one. You have a problem, it will be fixed. It is not no waiting the next day, waiting. It will be fixed, and he's spot on. They cover about a 100-mile radius here. It goes all the way to CDO. He covers Malai here, a lot of area. So, great company. I'd recommend them. In fact, we're running, I counted last night, 14 devices between laptop, TV, phone, through our internet, and it goes to the Vendo machine. And guess what it was running? Don't get shocked. 300. So there are good companies out there. You have to do research on them. They're the best out there. They're the best on the market. And he knows how to do his business. Very talented. Him and his brother owns it. A family business, and they do good. Solar's down. Say for instance, you have no power. It's okay. All his towers are backed up with solar. So you have a problem? No worries. Put just lithium's on it. It's okay. The towers run and servers are all on it. Okay, now we're going to talk about the most favorite one on the earth. Everybody loves Starlink. $700 a month, 30-day trial period. Speeds vary anywhere from 90 to 160. The average, is it worth it to have it? Here in the Philippines, it may or may not be. Some people say they love it. But honestly, to be honest with you, there's better companies out there. It's not worth the $700. Speeds will be 5 and 5, 2 and 2, and 1 and 1. But the worst thing about it is, if it's cloudy outside, if you have a bad day with storms, if there's something going on, you're not going to get the service. And it's going to go down on you. Omer, shh. You're not going to get the service. It's going to be really hard to get any kind of thing. So rain affects it, and it affects it so bad that it has to have line of sight. If it does not have a direct line of sight, and what I mean by that, if it's not pointing directly to that satellite and to that area that it covers, and if a storm comes in, a cloud comes over the top of it, your internet will die on you. I'm talking a cloud. So it's not just me who's had these problems with this. This has been ongoing with Starlink. They're trying to boost it. Now the speed on it, they're trying to say, okay, the speed from ground to the satellite is fantastic. It's like really, really fast. But the problem is from the satellite back to the Earth, it cannot penetrate the storms and can't get through all the electrical activity and all the things going on. Since it rains here every day, if it rains and it rains for 4 hours or overnight or during the day, you're not getting internet. Guaranteed. Now, some people say that it works. It works fine for them. They not had a problem. Well, maybe they don't live where we're at, not live in a mountainous area or not where a lot of mountains. Maybe they're in the flatlands. Maybe it's line of sight is good for them. But the line of sight's not necessarily good in Bukidnon, which is the mountain country, known to have satellite. Now, I do know a couple of guys that have it. more than a couple dozen guys. It's had it, sent it back. Got their $700 back. The good thing about these companies here that I'm talking to you about, they will load you up, get you set up for less than $100, and you're set up and running. You pick up the phone, you can call them. So really, they're the Gomo, J&J service, and you have the Converge and PLDT. Check them all. Check out the companies, the cable TV companies. They're now satellite and have fiber, and so sometimes those are better because their satellites can penetrate or seem to work. Not saying that that Starlink satellites aren't good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the line of sight is off, and depending on what time of day and what's going on, if it's in the middle of the day and it's 12 o'clock noon, you're going to get sunspots on it. It's not going to work. So it's very frustrating. But get this, the most important thing about it, it's 150, runs 120, 150, 170, 180, $190 to have Starlink, where you're paying $20 to $100 for any of these other ones. We pay $30 a month for 300, and we're excited about it. Is it perfect? Nothing's perfect, but it's as good as we can get. It's better than some places in USA. So I cannot complain about it. The Lord's blessed me with good internet now, and I have accessibility. Believe it or not, I can take my phone and I can use the Gomo, and I can share it to my laptop, and I do a live stream. And I've done it. Where he was down, we had a truck come down here and hit the line, and they had to fix it. And I had a live stream that morning, and they came out and fixed it within an hour, but I couldn't switch it at that particular time. But it works out. It works out really good, and I'm actually impressed with how good the quality's increased here and gotten a lot better than it was. As you guys know, we fought this for the longest time. But there are great companies out there. Starlink may not be the answer for you. Is Starlink the answer for me? No. Is PLDT? No. Converge? No. Globe? Well, yeah, maybe, because it's Gomo. But there's a lot of companies out there. So you guys just do your due diligence. Check them out. But I'm telling you about what's going on in my area. God bless everybody, and thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time.